A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Hey, everybody, we are back from our little short hiatus, and we're going to kick off this episode right in the middle of the Second Battle of Jedha. I'm very excited for y'all to hear the rest of this. I believe this is going to be the last episode of this arc, and trigger warning, not everybody in the group is going to make it to the end, in classic Star Wars The High Republic fashion. So here you go.
So meanwhile, back at the temple, Lysander, you have just been burned pretty badly. Zero has gone into the squonk ship. What do you do? And the safe is still sitting, right next to you now.
Oh my god, of course it's fucking singing. Oh, you think that when Coriel opened the safe, Lysander remembered how to open out the safe too?
You can make a wisdom check to see if you remember.
Okay.
You can roll d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom. Guess what?
Okay, what, natural 20?
Yeah. So 22.
Yeah, so not only do you remember, but you think you can open it quickly, so just take part of your movement action to do that.
Then I open the safe.
You open the safe and you can see that the Sith holocron sits in there. It calls to you, whispering to you, Lysander, use your anger.
Lysander also thinks about what Coriel said though too. Oh. And then he looks up at the sky, at all the fucking shit that's going on up there too, and is like, and he grabs the holocron.
Okay. And that's just part of your movement. What else do you do?
How do I open this?
You don't know.
He shuts the safe and sticks the holocron in his little pocket. Although, and he... Can I get into the squonk with the rest of my movement? Or
not
close
really.
to the squonk?
Not really.
No?
No, the closest thing you can get to is probably the tool table or the computer system on the dock.
He'll hobble over there.
Okay.
Is two following me?
Yeah, he's floating over.
Wow, look at all the pretty lights above.
Yeah. Just kind of hurt. Oh. Well, is there like any enemy type people that seem nearby?
Not nearby you, no.
Oh. I wanna... I don't know what I can do in this moment. I wanna try to... As he's hobbled over closer to the squonk, try to look at the holocron too. If I try to open this or figure out how to use it, because he's just like, how the hell do you use this thing?
Well, you can make a lore roll to see if your character, Lysander, would even have a inkling on what to do to try to open it.
Yeah. Okay then. Use 2 superiority dice. I still have a couple more. Then I will do the lore roll, and also with my little thing study, I can spend another superiority die to add to the lore roll.
Wow. We're using all the abilities today.
Yeah. I still have 2 more superiority dice after that.
You tossed 3 fucking fleets at me, Chris. What did you expect me to need to do? I am level 5, you motherfucker.
Hey, you're
Yours
level
hasn't
5.
done shit.
It's a dirty 20, because I got
Wow.
a 10, plus 6 lore, plus 4 superiority dice.
So you know that if you meditate and use your passions to focus on this holocron, you could probably open it, but it takes like an hour.
Okay. We'll get to this later. I imagine he's leaning on whatever he's closest to right now, because he's just like, I'm still fucking
Okay.
been singed. His
Okay.
outfit is all fucked up too, like Zero's now. See, this is why he's getting a new outfit, actually.
Okay,
Imagine this.
Lysander.
Action figures.
Yeah.
Action figures.
That'll
Has-
Hasbro,
for that-
hire us.
Look out for that new Lysander Black Series.
Black Series. Okay, Lysander, that's your turn. Meanwhile, Orcus and Corial. Orcus is kind of hiding behind some a statue to take cover, and he just looks over at you, Corial, and just says, "There's gonna be more coming in a second."
Well, then deal with them.
And then suddenly, Orcus just runs off.
God, I hate this.
And you see that he moves super quickly. Like, he becomes almost like a blur, and he runs away, and he runs out of the temple.
Okay, well, I'll have to deal with this quickly. Pull out the lightsaber, ignite it, come out of cover, and I'm going to start killing Nihil.
It's funny that you say that, Charles, because I'm literally listening to that song right now on my headphones.
For copyright purposes, it will be a different song
Yeah.
that you, the audience, will be listening to in this moment
Yeah,
than the one that I said in the chat.
Yeah, Charles says Q Duel the Fates in the chat. And that's literally
Yes,
what I'm.
we're
having
not
played
going
in
to
my
play
ears.
Duel of the Fates for copyright
Yeah,
reasons,
yeah. I don't want to
but
pay a couple
understand,
$1,000.
we all heard this during this scene.
Yeah. Okay, so Corial, you activate. Are you going to attack any of them?
Oh yeah, no, I'm wading into combat. I am going to use Quick Caster to also cast Battle Precognition
Ooh.
to increase my AC.
Okay, Corial, how many attacks can you make? Is this one still?
I
or...
think, yeah, I think just one because I'm not the
Guardian.
force attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, make an attack roll then.
So, okay. That is a 18.
You easily hit a Nihil, and it's probably going to hurt.
I don't actually know what a lightsaber.
I'm looking
does
it up
in
right
terms of
now.
Damage.
Favorite damage.
Because I've only used it as a prop.
Simple lightsaber does 1d8 plus strength modifier damage.
Plus strength. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. D8 plus D4 with my other thing. That is a 9.
You slice into that Nihil, killing him immediately. The other Nihil look over at you and grimace and scream, "Kill the Jedi!"
And that will be my turn. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, Zero.
Yeah, okay. So Zero ran into the squonk to grab their tools,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're gonna run back out and shout over to Lysander. Hey, Lysander, if I know you're really badly injured, but if you're up to it, can you please look at that computer you're leaning on and see if there's a setting for these clamps? I will attempt to disable them manually in case you can't figure it out, but also please look for that so I don't waste my time if I don't have to. and will then use my action to cast Enhance Droid on myself and use the data banks aspect to give myself advantage on intelligence checks for the
Wow.
next hour. And run to the nearest clamp. I won't be able to do anything with it yet, but I will run to the nearest clamp.
Yeah,
on my landing
there's
gear.
just one central clamp that's holding the ship down. So
Oh,
you
it's
can...
just one.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
kind
Well,
of like
I will
grabbing.
run the clamp then.
Okay, so you rush over. You can try to slice into it now.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Is that a technology roll?
Yes.
I want you to know also that when Zero called out the Lysander just like weirdly lifts up his hand, like thumbs up. Like, okay.
Now, I do have expertise in Tinkerer's implements. Can I
Ooh.
add expertise to this?
Sure.
Because I
I'll let
grabbed
that-
my tools. All right, so that is double proficiency. So that would be
Wow.
plus. Because I have +1 to technology, so then an additional +6. So that I'm adding +7 to this roll,
Good lord.
and I have advantage. Okay. So that is a dirty 20.
You unlock the clamps. They pop open.
Never mind! They jump back to Lysander.
Okay, Corial, you are the group of Nihils surround you and they start firing at you. What's your AC?
15, I think.
You don't have the saber defense ability, do you?
I'm not sure. Do I?
It's
Let's
a
see.
class ability, I think. It's a thing that lets you repel.
I'm not seeing it. No, it doesn't look like
Okay. What's your AC?
it. 15. With force power.
Wow, you're in dice jail. Corial, like 8 different Nihil blast you with everything they got, and you repel every single bolt with your lightsaber.
Cool.
Win and Gaz, there are still like 1 or 2 fighters still trying to chase after you. They're gonna try to make an attack on the one end. And they miss. And then
Pretty good for Chris's dice. Loving this.
yeah, I
Thank
know.
you.
I'm rolling like shit. Okay. Zero and Lysander, I need you to both make Constitution saving throws.
Ooh.
Cool.
Oh, actually,
I'm
I'm
afraid.
good at those. 16.
Wow, you make it.
Hmm. That's an 8.
Oh no. Okay. Lysander, you're gonna take 7 points of thunder damage. Suddenly, in a blink of an eye, even within the shield, there is a small black ship that pops out of hyperspace directly above the platform. A large cannon blasts out towards the squonk and covers the squonk in this weird lightning like blue energy for a moment. Zero, you know immediately this is an ion blast. And yeah, so after the ion blast from the ship, the squonk, which was about to like start lifting off, just like suddenly deactivates completely and is disabled.
Cool.
What is happening?
And it's the last. You can see also 6 different compartments open up on this ship, and you can see like these long chain-like things coming out like tentacles of the ship and latching onto the squonk. And that
Yeah,
is its turn.
Zero was under the squonk with the clamp, and so.
Oh, that's a
like-
good point, Zero. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Another
No!
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an area of effect, unfortunately.
0!
That's 12.
Unsuccessful. So this is just ion damage, so it's not going to destroy you, Zero, but you do take 64 points of it.
64.
Yes, so you are disabled.
Okay, but that's. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, this can't kill you.
All right, and
Yeah, I
that's
think
not. That's
ion
actually
damage
not double my
specifically.
hit points. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zero is like, wait, what? And then.
Zero!
I am going to kill Bradley. I'm going to kill that motherfucker.
Okay, that's my turn. So, Win and Gauze, you are heading towards Jeddah right now. There's like a line of refugee ships doing their best to try to get down into Jeddah with you, so you're not alone in this case. And at the top of the round, the computer systems fire off, alerting you that there are more ships coming out of hyperspace. Immediately, Republic signals begin reading out, and you know that these are more Republic ships entering the fray.
Is that sleek black ship that Gauze saw last turn still there?
That was my clarification.
You've lost visual of it with the
Visual
with the
of it,
maneuver.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. Is that more Republic ships?
Yes.
Can we see on the scanner that that's
Yeah, yeah,
Republic
and
ships?
they're signaling to the whole field that they are Republic ships, and they're doing the usual, stand down signals and all that kind of stuff.
Can we recognize what this fleet is? Can we see if we recognize any of the?
You have run
Crimson
into this
ships in
fleet
fleet.
recently during your light speed skipping.
Is that Elzar's fleet?
That's Elzar's fleet.
Cool, they'll be fine. Let's go find our family.
And Wynn is going to head down to the surface, but they are going to. Wynn's just going to head down to the surface.
Okay.
She is gonna hell Elzar.
I figured one of the two was going to do it.
Yeah, so pilot, you need to make a pilot check, Win, to avoid all of the refugee ships coming into the planet. You don't crash into any of them.
22.
Okay, easy. You are maneuvering around different ships and trying to get down to Jeddah City as quickly as you can. You're currently in the outer atmosphere of the planet.
I would like to.
Oh, sorry. What?
I would like to introduce for new players of the tabletop RP role playing systems. What I have done somewhat is, to a degree, min-max piloting.
Yes.
So that's why I keep having such high numbers on piloting, because I have taken a lot of hits elsewhere in other stats to be able to boost piloting.
You only are good at piloting.
That Wynn is basically competent at everything else and really good at piloting.
Okay.
That's how I'm pulling this off.
Gauze, you try to do anything in the meantime?
She does hell Elzar's ship.
Okay. You hail the ship, and coming up onto the projector, you can see a very serious-looking Elzar looking back at you.
You're welcome for doing your dirty work.
You and I have a lot of conversation we have to have.
Later, sweetie. Have fun, but we already took out half the fleet for you, so I hope that bodes well for us. Bye!
Wait! And you disconnect.
No, she doesn't. She reaches over and hears, wait. What?
You need to dock with us as quickly as possible.
Why?
Because we need to have a chat.
Well, we're gonna go find the others first, and then we'll have a chat, okay?
Gods, you are wanted for questioning by the Republic.
I know.
Then why do you keep running?
Because I'm trying to find my kids.
Where are they?
On the surface right now. We're going to go find Lysander and Zero and Coriel.
I'll meet you down there.
Alright.
If I might offer a suggestion, right now the Nile and Huts are firing on each other. That will not continue.
And that was us. You're welcome.
That was us. We will go get the others, and then we'll reevaluate this situation.
I can't help but get
Yeah.
the feeling that the reason why they are here is because you are here.
No,
We
why-
just
no,
got
no,
here.
We just got here. We came from Alderaan. Why would you think that?
You
Ever?
saw us.
Don't
You
think that.
literally
We just
saw
lost.
us.
We just lost signals. Bye.
And then you cut it off.
Now she hangs up.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
I love the continuing thing of Gaz and Wen giving Eldar Man shit over the kindness.
We need to actually have a conversation with that man when we get done.
Probably.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Lysander.
Can
do you
I
do?
reach 0, unactivated 0 on the squonk? Like little clamp.
Yeah, so he's next to the clamp, like underneath the squonk right now, so you can definitely walk up to him.
Lysander runs up to them, like 0, 0, and then turns it to like 2. What do I do?
Do you need anything else?
Lysander sees that there's. It's like taking the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to? No, 0 is heavy, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty heavy.
0 weighs 525 pounds.
Good God.
Oh my god.
Droids are heavy.
Droids are heavy, especially when they're unactivated. But the squawk is being taken. Was 0 just lying there on the ground then?
Yeah, yeah.
To stay with 0.
Okay, what's wrong with them?
I don't know what's wrong with them. Tell Win and Gauze and Coriel that 0 has been unactivated
Where are you going?
on the squonk.
It's too
Oh.
dangerous. It's been ionized. You'll get hurt as soon as you step on it.
But if the squonk's getting taken,
I can follow it. Do you want me to go in?
will you be okay?
Sure.
But it's been ionized.
Yeah, you're thinking if what 2 says is true, he's gonna get hurt too.
What is on there? Oh my god. Wait, so if Lysander goes on the ship, how badly do you think he'd get hurt?
I mean, you can see the surges of electricity still rippling through the durasteel of the ship, so it's like stepping onto an electrified fence.
Oh my god. The ship that's taking the squonk is like hovering above us, isn't it?
Yeah.
A voice comes through the wind saying, "Shoot the chains."
Oh shit. Thank you, voice from the wind. No, okay. Can I try to shoot the chains?
You can try, yeah, sure. You can always try.
I don't know if
I
my
think Yoda would disagree with you.
Yoda doesn't play tabletop role-playing games. I do.
Yeah. What does that Muppet know anyway?
What does that Muppet know?
Wait, can I also try to hail whoever's on that ship too? Or would that
Yes.
take my whole action?
I mean, I'll talking's a free action, so if you want to try to hail the ship.
Yeah. Just try to hail the ship.
You attempt to hail it, but it doesn't answer you.
Robin, I don't know if rubber souls would like help at all.
Look, that's what I would wonder. You know, if there's electricity going through everything, like.
Would rubber shoes even work against?
Yeah,
Not in this case, no.
yeah,
We're not going to be that.
I mean,
We're not going to be that scientifically accurate in Star Wars.
It's space fantasy, not science.
Yeah, this is a Star Trek podcast for sure.
Space rubber is not quite as effective.
Right.
Which would be stronger against this, you think? Me using break one more time? Or shooting a blaster at it?
I think a blaster has potential of doing more damage. And you need to do a lot of damage to hurt the chain.
That's true. I'll try blasting it.
Okay.
And it is a 16?
16 will not hit the chain, unfortunately. Well, it hits a chain, but it hits an armored part of it where the damage is negligible. I can't talk today. Yeah, so Lysander, you try firing at the chain, and it doesn't seem to have any effect. And so that will be your turn. Coriel, you are surrounded by Nihil.
How many of them are there?
There's 6 of them now.
I do not have time for this. And then I'm assuming one of the corpses has a vibroblade.
Oh,
on
sure.
it.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna cast Animate Weapon on it. And have this vibroblade start slicing through the Nihil.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to cast Sanctuary on myself. In order, these Nihil need to make a Wisdom saving throw to attack me.
Nice.
And then I'm skedaddling,
Okay.
chasing after Orcus.
Make an attack roll first for the animated weapon.
Yep. 19.
That'll hit. And this Vibroblade does 1d10. I think you had your Wisdom modifier for an animated.
Yes. That is 9 damage.
The Vibroblade impales the Nihil easily.
Fantastic. And then I'm running away,
Okay.
chasing Orcus.
Okay. Can you make a perception check to see if you can figure out where he went?
I was going to see if I couldn't. I mean, I'm heading directly to the core. I'm heading to the vault.
Okay, so he's leaving the temple, and the vault's inside of the temple.
Oh, he's leaving the temple?
Yeah.
Oh, then no, I am chasing him.
Okay, yeah, make a perception roll.
Okay. That is an 8 plus a 6, 14.
Okay. Unfortunately, he moved so quickly, and there's so many different streets and alleyways in Jedha City, you have no idea where he went.
Damn. Okay, yeah, that is my turn then.
Okay. Zero, you are unfortunately incapacitated, so you cannot do anything now.
Right? Am I rolling death saves?
No, because I looked this up. You're just disabled. There's no death saves for droids.
Okay.
In this case, the ship above the squonk latches onto it, and it starts lifting the squonk off the ground. And Lysander, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh, and 2 got a natural 20.
That's great for 2. I got a 13.
That will not be sufficient, unfortunately. You'll take 6 more points of thunder damage.
I'm down.
Oh dear.
Oh
The ship goes back into hyperspace right above your head, Lysander, and the noise just crushes your ears and causes you to go unconscious.
Okay.
Okay, and can you make a d20 roll for me, Lysander?
Yeah.
You're aiming to have a 11 or higher on this roll.
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay, you're stabilized. You're not dying. Meanwhile, Win and Gaz, you fly above. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot this part. Coriel, you notice some kind of alarm screams out, and you can see the Nihil are putting their weapons away and suddenly running back towards the ships they came out of. They seem to be retreating.
I'm gonna use. This isn't exactly how it's supposed to be used, but force vision, to give myself essentially advantage on this. I'm trying to like get a sense of where Orcus is, and I am almost out of force points.
I'll let you do that on your turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know, like, not the Nihil around you, instead of attacking you or pursuing you at all, they're retreating.
Okay, cool.
So, and then meanwhile, Win and Gauze, you do notice that the frequencies on the computers that are picking up noise from the Republic ships, they are saying it looks like the Hutts and Nihil are in a retreat pattern.
Cool.
Win is gonna punch it in the direction of the temple.
Okay.
Gauze is immediately just opening up the comms. Guys, are you still there? 2? I guess that, yeah, they contacted 2. 2, are you still there?
Woo! I'm flying! Ow! Hi,
Hi, where are you, honey?
I'm up on the platform. The squawk vanished, and Lysander and Zero aren't moving anymore.
What?
Is that bad?
What? Where? What? She's just clicking through comms trying to contact Coriel now.
Okay. And Coriel, you do hear Gauze, and talking to free action. I should keep reiterating.
Yes.
Are you okay?
I am functional.
Where are you related to the others?
I am alone, and I am situated in front of the temple. I am in pursuit of Orcus.
2 just said that Lysander and Zero aren't moving.
Nihil are in retreat, so if they are fine, they will be fine.
2 also said that the squonk is gone. What does that mean?
It means that's why the Nihil are in retreat.
She just looks at Wen. I'd rather take care of them first and go for the squonk later.
By the time we reach the temple, Chris, I assume the ship with the squonk is gone.
Oh yeah, it used the path engine to get out.
Okay. So yeah, Win is gonna bring the 1 in 2000 towards the temple.
Okay.
Can we land with the shield still up?
There is a energy shield surrounding it, but there's landing pads in the vicinity.
Okay, so Win is going to pick the closest landing pad and bring the 1 in down to rest on this landing pad.
Okay.
Gauze is already getting up and like racing to get the first aid kit to get out of there as soon as they land.
Gonk, you remember where the guns are. Stay with the ship.
Gonk. Win, can you make a pilot check to land?
14.
You land. It's not their best landing, but it's definitely a safe landing. Okay, so Coriel, you're gonna have did you want to say something, Gauze?
Oh, I just had a question for you, Chris.
Mhm.
We never established this. How many Kolto stems are in a first aid kit? Because
I have no idea. We'll say about 4.
That works, because then that'd be 2 for Gauze, 2 for Wen, which is what we decided on the Amaxin station. So there we go.
There we go.
1,000 years ago when we were on the Amaxine station.
I remember that.
That's so funny.
Coriel, you're gonna have the last turn before we leave initiative round. So what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to try and I'm trying to reach out to the Force to see which Nihil ship Orcus is in.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. That is a 19.
Sensing the Force, you can sense that Orcus has hopped on one of the smaller ships and is in the midst of killing the crew while it's taking off.
That's going to make my life easier. I'm going to go to the ship.
Okay. Can you make an athletics check to rush over there?
Yes. Seeing if I have any Force abilities. I don't. Athletics, you say? All right, come on, something. That's a 13.
You rush over there as quickly as you can. As soon as you arrive, Orcus has dropped 3 of the Nihil bodies off the side of the ship as it's taking off. And you can see he's like sticking his head out of a compartment and looking down at you and frowns. And he takes a moment He takes a moment to speak in your mind, Coriel, and he can sense him saying to you, "You should have taken my deal."
Do I have an action left?
You sure do.
I'm going to cast hallucination on him and make him think that there's the nameless on the ship.
What a baller move!
You can hear him grab his temple and scream, and I need to make a pilot check.
Yeah.
The ship begins spinning around out of control, and Coriel, you notice that it starts heading right back to you a little bit too fast. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
I can. 17.
You dive out of the way just as the ship flies over your heads, and it crashes into the building and explodes.
Fuck
That
off,
is
Orcus!
such a... That's really fucked up. That's such a cool way to have gone out. I'm sorry.
Wow, it was baller!
God damn.
I'm
Holy
assuming
shit!
I'm assuming Gaza Wen see the explosion.
Yes, you do.
So we know that okay. She looks at Wen. I'll go for that, you go for the platform.
Gotcha.
careful.
First aid kit?
Yeah. She just tosses it to them and just starts heading out that way. Be careful!
Okay. We'll hop out of initiative now and take a bathroom break, and then we can do this last part.
Sounds good.
Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
be
That
right
was
back.
amazing. Well done.
Coriel, 10 out of 10, no notes.
I know, right? That was
That
the...
Flawless
amazing.
victory.
Everyone on the Lorna D celebrates as the phantasmal squonk docks into the belly of the ship, but no one is more pleased than Lorna D herself.
We won, my Tempest Runner. We won.
Well done, my Tempest. Of course I won. That's what I do best. Win.
What are our next orders, Lorna? What shall we do next for the Nihil?
Lorna sits down in her captain's chair and watches the orbit of Jedha covered in shrapnel and destruction. Kosov took heavy losses, as did the Hutts and the Republic. She couldn't have asked for a better outcome and a better distraction.
The Eye wants us to find a flight recorder from the Legacy Run. So let's do that before returning to our hideouts.
The crew continues to cheer as the navigators set a new course and prepare for a hyperspace jump. The only thing Laura needs to do now is to figure out how to kill her own crew. She was hoping her sweet little Arcanus would do it for her, but alas, he's dead. Oh well, more credits for her.
Yeah.
So the dust is starting to settle, though there were still echoes of battle from the stranded Nihil being attacked by local security and, of course, Jedi. You all, Win and Gaz, you all have landed safely and can wander about. The temple guard are trying to clean up and trying to make sense of all the chaos that just happened. And what do y'all do?
Win and
So-
Gaz split up.
We've split up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so Gaz
so-
is going in the direction of Coriel. Win is headed with the first aid kit to the platform
Okay.
to try to find Lysander and Zero.
Okay, Gaz, you have no problem wandering through the Jedha streets and finding Coriel. There is a building that is completely gone and is on fire next to Coriel.
So when she first sees Coriel, she just hurries up to them and just studies them. Oh my God, you're here. Are you okay?
As I said, I am functional.
What happened to your shoulder? Oh, jeez.
It's fine. Do not worry.
She's just digging through her little mom pouches and taking out a cultist stem.
Yeah, if God's hands one to Coriel, they'll use it, but...
She's not going to hand it. She's just going to stab her with it. Just like, Colto! So you said 1d4 plus 1, Chris?
Yep.
Alright. You get 3 back.
Perfect. Well, this is Orcus's funeral pyre.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
Wonderful. Wait.
Presumably he's dead in there.
We should make sure. She just takes Sasha off her shoulder and just cocks her.
I'm gonna spend some force points to see if I can't sense any Orcus in there.
Orcusness. Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Actually, hallucination is concentration.
Yeah.
So I should say, am I still concentrating on that spell, or did it end when the explosion happened?
It ended.
Okay. Then yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say he's gone. I am unfortunate. It is unfortunate about the collateral damage, but
That Nihil is gone?
Yes, presumably.
Oh, good. Well, we don't mourn nothing, so.
Yep.
What happened with your ship? What happened with everything? What is going on?
God. I'll explain on the way.
Okay, let's go.
You'll head back to the temple. Okay.
Yes.
When as you approach the temple, some of the temple guard looks at you, and you think for a brief moment they may not allow you to pass, but seeing that you're not dressed like a Nihil, they let you through.
So Wynn is going to head towards the platform that the Squonk was on with all due speed, not stopping to talk to anyone or investigate anything along the way.
Okay, so you race through the maze of halls and go up the lift to the landing platform, and you can see that there's just so much chaos and destruction that's happened in here that the medics haven't even gotten to this part of the temple yet. And you can see that Lysander is on the ground next to poor Zero.
Oh boy. Okay.
Where's 2?
Wynn's
2 is floating around.
Hello? Hey, can you wake up now?
Oh, good. You're still here. Where's your counterpart?
He's gone.
Gone where?
He was in the Squonk.
Can you contact him?
Hold, please. Nope, still didn't get a signal.
What do you mean still didn't?
He was deactivated before anything happened.
Wynn holds up a finger at 2 and moves it forward a couple times and goes, that is, we will circle back to that. So they're gonna move over and bend down next to Lysander first to assess his condition.
It looks like Lysander is dying to you.
And well, that's bad. So Wynn is going to pull out one of the Kolto stems and jam it into Lysander's body.
Okay, you can make a 1d4 roll plus
1d4
whatever,
plus
plus 1.
1. That's a 5.
Max, so Lysander, you awaken with 5 hit points. But you're in so much pain right now.
Win. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. Just rest. You're not dead. This is not one of the Carillion Hells, but I do need you to focus on staying conscious and staying functional. Gauze and Coriel will be here soon.
Is Zero okay?
I'm about to go find out, and Wynn is going to get up and start walking over. Just keep talking. If you feel like you're going to lapse back into unconsciousness, focus on talking, focus on staying awake.
When I did something bad.
And when, as they kneel down to assess Zero, they focus on that, but they speak back toward Lysander. If something happened that we need to deal with, we can deal with it as a group. But we all have to be alive to do that.
That's the thing. I think I killed one.
What is the condition of Zero?
Make a technology roll.
Technology roll. I'm just gonna count that. That's a 12.
By best you can tell, it's Zero is repairable, but like pretty damn close to the limit of not being ever to be repaired again. It's going to take a very long time for Zero to be fixed.
When is there anything that Wynn can do to staunch? Like, is there anything critical that Wynn can do with their hands?
No, just making sure you collect all of his parts.
Okay, Wynn stands up and moves back over to Lysander and kneels down and says, look, you can tell me whatever happened, but if there's something going on that led to all this, I need to know about it.
It was something really stupid. Lysander's just kind of laying there with his eyes closed.
Wynn puts their ungloved hand on Lysander's hand and says, I'm not going to judge you, but I need you to tell me what happened.
I was fighting with Coriel over the Sith holocron. And I asked 1 and 2 to try and steal it. And 1... I don't know what happened. 1 just stopped working. And
And 1 was on...
I think the Nihil coming here is also my fault.
Do you still have this Sith holocron?
Coriel has it.
Okay. Because you all, we're going to help all of you that are here, but we may need help to do that.
But
so
we can't let anyone know about the holocron, though. The signal mother told me in Coriel.
I agree. But right now, you gotta breathe and focus on staying alive. Zero's repairable, and then we can figure out what to do with this holocron. But it's not entirely any one person's fault. You've just got to figure out what portion of the responsibility you bear and how to use that to go forward better.
sound like cause.
Well, we did kind of have a little adventure. We might have picked up some goodwill and life lessons and also a lot of drugs along the way, but we don't need to worry about that right now.
Okay.
Gaz and Coriel, where are you all going?
I'm assuming we're coming here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you two arrive at the temple, nobody at the temple says bats an eye at you, Coriel. They kind of look at you respectfully and kind of let you in. And yeah, eventually you two can also make it up to the platform where you see Wynn and Lysander talking, and unfortunately poor Zero laying there.
Oh no. She just first rushes over probably to Lysander and Wynn because they're closer. Is he okay?
He's alive, needs much more serious medical attention.
Okay.
Then we've
Zero?
we've got repairable, but only barely so.
Coriel, can you do tech forcey things for Zero? Because if they're awake, they can repair themselves.
I cannot at the moment. I am pretty spent, but it will be my number one priority.
I'm gonna go find help.
Hold on.
What?
Before anyone does anything, and Wynn stands up and clears their throat.
She just kneels down and puts a hand on Lysander's chest.
We need healing and medical capacities as well as repair capacities beyond that which is going to be offered by anything sort of the Republic fleet. To that end, we have already been contacted by the Republic fleet, and we need to surrender to them. Now, before we do, Wynn holds out their hand, I understand there is a Sith holocron involved here. Whoever has that holocron needs to give it to me.
It should be in the safe, and then I'm assuming we all look to the safe, and
you all had like
the safe door is open.
Yeah, you walk past the safe several times already, and yeah, you look in the safe, and there's nothing in there.
I'm not mad. I'm not gonna judge. But I am going to call the Republic and surrender us. And whoever has that holocron needs to give it to me so that Gaz and I can hide it before the Republic. We call the Republic.
Lysander, where's the holocron?
Lysander hands it to Gaz.
Is this it? This triangle thing?
Yes.
What does it do?
It stores information.
Is it bad? Sith are bad, right?
We do not have time necessarily for that answer.
Yes or no? Sith are bad, right?
Yes.
When? And what is this? Is it gonna like possess anybody?
Not that I know of, but I've been keeping it in the safe for a reason.
What to do? What with?
I have a suggestion.
So do I.
Okay, let's hear yours first.
Okay. And she throws it off the platform.
That...
And just kind of like wipes her hands off. All right, problem solved. Not our problem.
Force pull.
I thought you were out of force powers.
That's at will. That doesn't require me to...
Coriel, can you make a perception check to see if you saw that coming?
Yeah.
I do have a -1 in strength. She can only throw it.
Yeah, she like throws it behind her.
Perception is 16.
Luke Skywalker's that shit over her shoulder.
16. Yeah, you do see that Gaz is gonna toss it.
Then yeah, as it gets tossed, I'll pull it.
Lysander sits up so quickly when that happens, but also just like when he sits.
Oh God! She just wraps her arms. She wraps her arms around Lysander, just like gently laying him down again.
Hold on. Everybody, be cool. 2, can you come down here, please?
Sure.
Do you have any storage capacity inside yourself?
That's a personal question.
I need you to answer it. It's life or death, 2.
Yes.
If we find something with another triangle, I can just put it in my dress and make it look like I have human titties.
I can.
The Jedi will sense it. So 2, can you store this item inside yourself?
Yes.
Okay, if there are no objections, the only path forward I see is to send 2 away with the Sith holocron and tell the Republic that we lost 2 in the battle.
I think that's an incredibly terrible idea.
That's a stupid idea.
I'm not
You
lost.
wanted to give. Why don't we just give it to the Jedi as a form of goodwill?
Not that
No.
either. No.
Why
no, no, no.
not?
We are putting this in the safe,
Why?
and then we are putting the safe in the vault,
Why?
and we are going to go talk to the Jedi
Why?
because the safe is very hard to get into for someone who doesn't know the
That's
combination.
not what I'm asking why about. I'm asking
Oh.
why can't we just give it to the Jedi?
Because
That's
I
the
don't
way
want
I
them to
don't-
have it. It's also pretty good information for them not to know that we have it.
I feel like we've all taken dumb pills today.
The Jedi get really, really unhappy with anything to do with Sith.
And when we'd be like, oh, look at this dangerous artifact that we have to give it to you for your safety because it's too
The
dangerous
Jedi
for us.
already don't like us.
Yes.
No. It's
Also,
a
they-
form of goodwill of like, hey, we found this thing. Have a
They
gift.
do not like dark-sided artifacts next to non-Jedi Force users.
All right.
They will not see it as, oh, we're giving this to you. They will see it as, you've probably used this already.
How
I
about
just want to throw it off. Like, why don't we just put it on the roof then? Of
How-
your
how-
temple.
Because
How
we
about
want that to
this?
go in the hands of anyone else with force powers here on this planet.
How about we leave it in the vault, in the safe, and we leave 2 with it?
We can, on the one end.
We are not leaving
What if
two
What if
in
we
a
give
vault
it to Gonk? What if
full of
we give,
very powerful artifacts. Are
what
you
if we give
insane?
it to Gonk on the one end?
That also works.
But aren't we using the one end to go to the Jedi? Or are we
No,
throwing...
we'll
we're going
we'll
to
have
call and
Elzar pick
surrender.
us up.
I don't want 2 anywhere near the Republic.
I agree with that.
Says 2.
You won't have fun. It's a lot of boring questions, and you don't like those.
Like what?
Exactly.
Alright, so put it in the safe. Keep the safe with Gonk in the one end. Yes?
Yes.
Good?
And then the 3 of us will take the surrender to the Republic and take the 2 of them to get medical attention and repair.
Oh, I'm fine. Oh,
I was
yes,
not talking
3 of
about
us.
you.
I can't count.
You are a whole separate problem to be dealt with at a later time.
I don't think
done
Coriel.
nothing.
I was about to say, I don't think Coriel's the problem here. I think we actually owe them for taking care of things.
Yes. Orcus is dead, by the way.
Okay, but we're gonna have some
she
conversations
high
about
fives
this.
Coriel.
We're gonna have some conversations about this particular sect of people in whose temple we are standing in.
Mostly because I don't know what the code of the sexy text is.
That's not what... What? No, why do you keep saying that? That isn't...
What is it
that's
called?
Not... The site Voltaic. the
You know, it
order
doesn't
of
matter.
this-
Lysander's
It does!
dying and Zero's unconscious. Let's figure this out, honey.
All right, are we agreed? Safe to one end to Gonk, and we're also going to send 2 back there, and the 5 of us are going to go up to the Republic fleet.
I don't think I can carry the safe. So how about you and me call Elzar, and
Can't
Well,
Gonk
who can-
carry it? Didn't Gonk lift a whole couch in the sink?
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
She just takes out her gong, sweetie.
Did you bring Gonk with you?
No,
Gonk was
the
back
2000.
on the one end.
All right. Well, yeah, Gonk can walk over.
I know. So she's calling Gonk, like Gonk, come here.
Yeah. So after you call Gonk, Gonk says Gonk, as in it's gonna take me a bit to get there, and it starts waddling its way over. After only a couple minutes, you hear footsteps approaching the landing platform.
Oh, Gonk.
Also, Holocron is in safe.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
you
it's
said
not
for
just-
steps plural, so she starts to go, oh, gonk. Oh.
And you look over, and the first person you see is Elzar walking up. He has a bit of a stern look on his face. That's kind of the look of the game, I think, the session.
Oh, hey, we were just
Hi.
about to surrender.
Lysander
know
is
that
looking, like, still lying on the ground, just, like, looking at Elzar, like, and he, like, kind of, like, motions to Gaz, like, Gaz, come closer. He's kind of...
She's
He's
been
still
staying,
hot,
like,
even
melt.
though he looks angry.
Oh, yeah, that's probably our fault. By the way, Elzar, the baby was born fine.
The what?
But standing behind him and kind of walking in front of Elzar, you see a woman with long blonde and brownish hair. She has a tiara on her forehead, and she is wearing Jedi robes of brown and beige. She seems solemn and looks at all of you and just simply says, "We need to talk."
Holy shit, you're hot. Sorry, that was supposed to be an internal thought. Sorry, continue.
Yes, understand. Also, hello,
Hi.
Jedi man. It is good to see you again.
Elzar kind of
First.
Elzar kind of looks
Elzar?
over. Elzar kind of just looks over at the woman, and she says, "I am Jedi Master Avar Chris."
I'm Win of
Hero
the
of
Phantasmal
Hector.
Squawk. And, we surrender?
Yes, you do. And that's where we're going to stop the game session for today, y'all.
Yay!
Perfect. Oh, good
Jesus.
heavens.
Gee, Avar Chris, hey.
Auntie.
Oh.
Well, everybody, that is our show for this week. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this particular story arc of the Second Battle of Jedha. We're going to move on and do some other things now, but before I get into my usual spiel, I do want to talk a little bit about current events. I know it's kind of weird to mention them because, you know, people may be listening to this episode months, years later and be like, what are you talking about? So this episode's going to be published on November 14th, 2024, and it is our first episode since the presidential election. So I just wanted to say to everybody, I know there's a lot of sadness, depression, worry, concern, anxiety. That's all understandable. You know, just like in Star Wars, especially in the High Republic, the good guys don't always win every battle, and the good guys lost this battle. And it's perfectly okay to feel all of the negativity right now and to wonder why and to feel that shock. It's totally normal. I just want to encourage everybody just to also take care of yourselves and don't lose hope. When it is dark, like it feels right now, that gives an opportunity for the light to shine brightest. And I truly do believe that this is a moment of discovery, of community building, of unity for those of us that believe in diversity, inclusion, equality, right, just being right, being factual, being truthful, believing in science and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's totally cool to feel unhappy about what happened, but also know that this is a safe space. This podcast is for queers, or is made by queers, but it's for everybody that enjoys Star Wars, but also celebrates love and life and light. And that's what we're about. So if anybody out there listening to this wants to join a community, just know that this podcast community, which we do have a Discord, you're more than welcome to join us. We are a safe space, and we are all getting ready to unite, to fight, and to bring the light. And at the end of the day, the good guys may lose a few battles here and there, but we're going to win because love always wins. Compassion always wins. And with that, y'all, just a quick note: we do have a Blue Sky account now. So we were on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, under the @ForLightandDice handle. If you go there, you can see our link tree. We have links to our Blue Sky account. So if you want to keep following us on social media, but don't want to be on a pro-fascist run platform anymore, which is totally understandable, you can check out Blue Sky. We're going to be there too. Also, we have a YouTube channel. Hope has done an amazing job putting together a YouTube channel. So if you do a search for Light and Dice and subscribe there, we're starting to put videos on there. We're just trying to get more people to be aware of us and to listen to us. And YouTube has an incredible reach, so so please subscribe there so you can get notified. And you never know, we may do something special through that platform at some point. And also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast, leave a review, tell your friends about us. We have a lot more adventure to go. We're barely at the halfway point of season 2, y'all. I know that sounds crazy to hear, but I always plan on season 2 to be way longer than season 1. I just didn't realize it was going to be this much longer, but it is what it is. Next time, we're gonna meet some new people, and the group is back together finally. So I promise you, there's gonna be more insanity on the way, Star Wars: The High Republic style. Thank y'all so much, and as always, may the Force be with you.